Hi YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Intentional Craft. This is Maria speaking to you, and I just want to welcome you to this, my first video in my channel, where I will be showing off some of the planners that I have available in my Etsy store called Plan On It Planners. So let me go ahead and start with this one. This one is no new planner. I have another video that is up since last year. This is going to be a year already since I designed these teacher planners, and I will go ahead and link the other video down below so you can see more in depth about this first planner that I designed. It's still up at my Etsy, and it will still be there because it's been the first one that I've been able to put together and put out there for all my teacher friends. So I'm just going to talk about it very briefly. These planners are both available in spiral or disc, with discs, just like the Happy Planner. All of my covers are brown covers with designs. I just wanted something different out there. I wanted something that was more of a simple, plain color out there, and let you put in your own color and your own design inside the pages. So this is just one of the covers available on this particular planner. On my Etsy shop, this planner is called Planner 1. And the reason for that is because it has a specific design, cover designs, and a specific font inside the pages. So Planner 1 has design in the front, and then it has a plain cover in the back, like this. And so that's Planner 1. When you open it, this is the type of font that you will be finding inside the planner, as well as on the tabs. So all the planners are the same. They all start with their cover page, and then they have the yearly overview, and then after that has its year at a glance. Now, the yearly overview and the year at a glance both start with the month that you choose your planner to begin with. It is a 12-month planner, so you choose when you want your planner to start, what month. In this case, this planner starts in the month of July. Each month has its own tab, and it's been reinforced so that it will last throughout the whole school year. I will be doing another video of the planner that I used this past school year, and I will just be showing it off so you can see, you know, how it worked out for me throughout the whole school year, and you know what I did to it. So this particular design has the month and the year off to the side in the corner. Then we have our monthly layout with black circles behind. At first, this was the only design that you can get. Now there's a second design, and I will be showing it to you, and you have the option of getting your planner with or without the black circles. But this is pretty much the font that this planner has inside. And after your monthly layout, you have your weekly layout, same font. Now this particular planner, again, Planner 1, has two sides to it. On one side, there's a bullet list where you can jot down things. On the other side, you have like a line section where you can write notes. And at the bottom, you have your month with your year. And it looks exactly the same all throughout. At the very end, you have a notes page. Then you go on to your next month. The one thing that I did do is that the weekly layouts do not repeat themselves. For example, here we have our month of August. August starts on Tuesday and it ends on a Thursday. When you turn to your weekly layout, it'll begin with Monday the 31st. 31st being part of July. So this August month starts with this week right here. And the last week has from the 28th to the 1st, which is all of this week right here. So this week will not be repeated in September, because I added September the 1st as part of the August week. September will begin with Monday the 4th. I hope I'm making sense. So this is the way it looks all throughout. Very quickly jumping through all the way to June. Then at the very end, we have 4 sections, and the 4 sections are the student, teacher, gradebook, and notes sections. Behind the student section, we have a birthday layout. We have student health transportation info, your field trip plans, contact list, several of those, your parent communication, a behavior log. You have student meetings, student observation log, and that's the end of the student section. Behind the teacher tab, we have a favorite quote page where you can add your favorite quote or anything that's going to keep you going throughout the year for inspiration. And then we have for the substitute page, which you have section for your schedule and notes. In the back, there's a section that says teacher helpers, student helpers, extra information, and notes from the substitute. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on other teacher planners out there, and a lot of the people reviewing those planners, their comments have been that they really don't use the substitute page because they don't want to leave their planner behind, and I totally agree. I wouldn't leave my planner behind either. But one thing that I've done, the reason why I didn't take it out is because the way I use this is once I get my schedule, I write it in, and I will also fill out my coworkers' names, the teacher helpers here. And then once I know the students, then I'll add student helpers as well. But for the very beginning, if I'm ever out, these three are pretty much empty. I leave empty, I just fill out that part and this part. And what I do is I just make plenty of copies. I put it in my teacher desk in a folder for whenever I'm out. I just take one out. I fill in the student helpers, any extra information that I might need for the substitute to know for that day. And then this is always open for the substitute teacher to go ahead and fill in their notes about how the day went. So that's the only reason why I left it there, because once filled out, you can go take it, make copies, and then you have a set page for the rest of the year where you don't have to be writing it over and over and over and over. The next page, there's sub-contacts. I've been working, this is my third district I've worked for, so getting to know those subs and who does well with your classroom is very important for me, and there's a space where you can keep track of those subs. And personal absences. I have little ones, so usually when I'm out, it's just because of them, taking them to the doctor and so on, and I need to keep track of how many days I have available. Then we have your classroom expenses, professional development, your online log to keep track of all those different websites. Checklist, this I loved using this past year. Starting in a new district, this was my first year in a new district, so there was just so many things that I had to keep track of, and I just love these pages because I was just I was just writing them down, and as I finished them, I would just check them off. So this was like an all year going list for me, and it helped me tremendously. So there are several pages for checklists for you. And then at the end, we have doodles and sketches. And these pages I use mainly to sketch out sitting arrangements for testing days. I used it to draw out my anchor charts or anything that I liked on Pinterest. I printed it out and washi taped it to my pages for future reference. Then we go on to the grade book. The grade book has 30 slots for student names, and then a section to write what grading period it is or for what subject, space for your assignments, and to write in grades. And at the very end, we have our notes section, which is just lined paper for you to take notes on anything when you go to a training or anything that you just want to make sure that you remind yourself and keep track of. And that is the end of the planner. Like I said, this has been up and about since last year, and it's still up and available. Now, Planner 2 is called Personalized Planner because that's exactly what it is. You're able to personalize it and write in your name. You don't want to design at all, you just want your name on it, and this is the one that you would get, Planner 2. Planner 2 has a simple cover in the front where you can write your name on it, and then you have a design on the back. So it's kind of the reverse of Planner 1. So simple cover in the front with your name on it, design on the back. There's 5 different designs to choose for the back. Again, this one also comes in spiral or disc, it would be your choice, and it's the exact same thing as the Planner 1 that I just showed you. It starts with your cover page, your yearly overview and your year at a glance. Again, they start with the month that you want your planner to start with. The thing that changed was the font. This is a combo of print with cursive, and that's pretty much one of the changes. Aside from the covers, font changed, and now we have our month towards the bottom instead of the side. We still have your black circles, but for this one, for Planner 2, you do have the option of getting your planner without the circles. And let me show you something like that one very quickly, and I think I have it right here. Yes. So you have you have that opportunity to choose your planner with circles or without. So without, it just means, you know, there's more white space, it looks cleaner. Some people prefer it more simple, and others like that little, you know, little different touch, I guess. So going on to your weekly. So you have your monthly, then you have your weekly behind it. And now this is something that also changed. On Planner 1, if you recall, you had two sections. You had a bullet list, and then you had the notes line section over here. Let me show it to you very quickly, just so you can see the difference. So Planner 2, I did away with this section, just so that I could give you more space for you to plan out your lessons. You would write down your subjects right here, and you would plan out your lessons, and then any notes would go over to your right-hand side. So the boxes did get a little bit bigger, and it goes all the way throughout, and same thing, you have your notes at the end, and it looks the same way all throughout the entire planner. Again, we have our 4 sections in the back, which is your student, teacher, gradebook, and notes, and those sections again are exactly the same. You have your birthdays. One thing that I did add is a student password. I did add a student password page. There's 2 different student password pages. Let me show you the other one. So this one would be more for a teacher that only, for students that only have 2 passwords, because as you can see, you would write your name, the student's name, then the website and password, website and password. This other one is more for when you have more than 2. So this one would have for 3. You have a list for your student's name. Underneath the website title, you would write what website it is, and then here's where you would write your usernames. Your passwords, I'm sorry. So you have your student's name and username, what website it is, and then the password. So that's how you would use this one. And then everything else is pretty much the same. You go on to the teacher info. I'm just flipping through them so you can see how the font looks on this planner too. Then you have your grade book. The only thing that changed obviously was the font and the numbers. And then you have your notes section. And the only thing that changed is that notes, instead of in the corner, went out to the middle. And that's about it for the changes between Planner 1 and Planner 2. And I just recently added Planner 3. So Planner 3 is called Simplified Teacher Planner. The Simplified Teacher Planner is only available on a spiral. No discs available for this one. Reason being is because it's a lot thinner. That's why it's called Simplified, because a lot of those sections from Planner 1 and 2 have been taken out. I've had several requests from teachers where they don't need a lot of those sections because they have everything online, and they just want something simpler for them to keep track of trainings and dates, and that's why I went ahead and designed this one. Now this one, you have the opportunity to get the personalized cover, which is a simple cover with your name in the front and a design on the back. Or you have the opportunity to have a cover like in Planner 1, which is one of the designs available with a simple back. it is up to you guys. It is a little trickier to place an order for this one because everything you have to add it on notes to seller. There's really no drop down list to choose from. But if you just read through it and you just follow through what it says, then you should have no problems letting me know exactly what you want. So this one is exactly the same thing. You get to choose what cover you want, either like Planner 1 or Planner 2. You get to choose what font you want, either from Planner 1 or Planner 2. It starts the same way. It has your yearly overview and your yearly at a glance. And then you have your monthly layout just the same way. You have your months. Again, you have the option of asking with black circles or without. And obviously the weekly layout, if you decide you want Planner 1, will have the other bullet section here with smaller squares. If you decide on Planner 2, then it would have this layout. And then, so the only difference between this one and Planner 1 and 2 is that they don't have all of the sections. This one only has one section in the back. That is it. So we did away with student section, teacher section, grade book, and notes. So now it only has one section, and you get to choose what that section is. You get to choose whether you want a notes section, a grade book section, a meetings section, or a checklist. Those checklist pages that I showed you where you would just write down and check it off as you go. So you have those four options of which section you would want in the back. And that is it for this planner. That's why it's called Simplified, because it's a lot smaller. It is just your monthly and weekly layout with one section in the back, and this one only is available on a spiral. So I think that's about it. It is a lot of work to make one of these planners. I'm the only one doing them, aside from my teaching and taking care of my babies and my family and my personal life. It's a lot of hard work, and it's just me, like I said, and it's not that much that I gain out of them. My main goal with these is to help out my teacher friends. I've been a teacher for now 9 years. I'm going on to my 10th, and I know how what big of a job teaching is. And if this is going to simplify just a little bit our jobs, then I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I want to help you out. And I hope that you like these planners. I hope that you see something valuable in them that might help you throughout your teaching career. Once again, this is Maria from Intentional Craft. I want to thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking till the end. And if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them down below. And I will hopefully see you on my next available video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.